Welcome everyone to the high school football matchup between the Comets of Waupaca and the Mustangs of Little Chute. We are here in Little Chute. Dan Nelson from Zaleski Sports with Gus Olson on the production side of things. Just counting down to the end of warm-ups. We will be handing it over to the public address announcer for the playing of the national anthem, and then we'll be back to you with the starting lineups in just a second.
Between the Waupaca Comets and your Little Chute Mustangs. Little Chute High School, Waupaca High School, and WIAA require good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. Fans will support the student athletes, show respect to everyone in attendance, let the coaches coach, and be content with the officiating. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. Young football fans should be accompanied by an adult at all times throughout the duration of tonight's event and are not allowed to run around the facility. Thank you for your cooperation. Athletic training services for tonight's game are provided by Amplify Health by Bellin and Will Jensen, licensed athletic trainer. To honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to stand, remove your hats and place your hand over your heart for the playing of the national anthem by Little Chute Pep Band under the direction of Amy Albadil.
And so that will bring us to the starting lineups here in Little Chute. Starting lineups brought to you by Associated Bank, where in every market they serve, Associated Bank is committed to uplifting colleagues, customers, and communities to be stronger. So starting off with the Comets, coached by head coach Tony Altman.
And now, for the starting defense.
And that's the Waupaca. Yeah, they always like to be announced together as a team. So that'll bring us then to the starting lineups for Little Chute. Senior number 72, Noah Facio.
At defensive tackle, a senior number 81.
Senior number 81, James Thiel. They had Facio listed as a wide receiver. I don't believe that's the case. Senior number 73, Gavin McInnes. Senior number 80, Trenton Lyon. Senior number 3, Caden Hoffman.
Inside linebacker, a junior number 20.
Junior number 20, Reese Joten.
And inside linebacker, a junior number 5.
Junior number 5, August Hawthorne.
At quarterback, a junior number 10.
Junior number 10, Trevor Verhagen. Quarterback.
At quarterback, a junior number 14.
Junior number 14, Leighton McMahon.
At safety, a junior number 4.
Junior
William
number 4,
Gofford.
William Gofford.
And at safety, a senior number 13.
Senior number 13,
Jansen.
Will Jansen.
Mustangs are coached by
And the Mustangs of Little Chute, coached by head coach Mark Kromenacker. Last season, Little Chute 6-4. Last season for Waupaca, 4-6. Last season when they did play, Little Chute did come out on top 14-8 in that game. Leading the way for the Waupaca Comets, quarterback Austin Adamczyk is 22 for 41, 321 yards passing on the year, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Weston Laritzin, 12 catches, 226 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And for Little Chute, led by quarterback Jaden Hermson, 97 yards passing. He's also has 91 carries, 2 touchdowns, and Reese Joten, 223 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns. Also Trevor Verhagen, leading wide receiver, 6 catches, 57 yards, and a touchdown for Little Chute. So here we go for the opening kickoff. Comets kick it off deep, and that'll be number 20 for Little Chute. Breaks 1 tackle, gets out to about the 35-yard line, and that is Reese Joten. Nice carry, getting them pretty good starting position here for the first drive of the game. A little chilly here today to start of this game. Upper 50s. It's just going to get colder as the day goes on. That wind is brutal. So Hermson under center, and a quick, I believe, false start, most likely be a 5-yard penalty. Push Little Chute back to about the 30-yard line. Oh, no, actually. Incorrect. It is encroachment or offsides, so it'll be actually move the ball up to the 40 for Little Chute. 1st and 5 from there. We're just going to update the scoreboard with the records for this season. Now Waupaca is 0-2. So again, 1st and 5 for Little Chute. Ready for the first. And Little Chute 1-1 on the season. This time handoff up the middle. Here's Joten, and breaking a couple tackles and able to dive forward for a gain of about 12. He'll get out to the 48-yard line. So Joten, nice carry, first one of the game.
Gain of 13 on the play, ball at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10, Little Chute.
And another carry for Joten up the middle, and he'll power forward. Oh, no, wait. They fooled me. They fooled everyone, it looks like. So it ends up being quarterback Jaden Hermson. What a beautiful fake. And he takes it all the way, 52 yards for a touchdown, does quarterback Jaden Hermson. Fooled me, fooled the defense, fooled everybody. Nice play call there on 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line. Hermson with 52 yards and the touchdown. And they'll attempt the extra point. And the kick is up, and it is good. And that was number 27, Jackson Zarnecki with the kick. So we're going to take just a quick break, and we'll be right back here in a minute on Zaleski Sports.
When it comes to propane, this is the best time of the year. Get your fill scheduled before the winter weather sets in, and you'll be glad you did with L&L Propane in Waupaca. Servicing all throughout central Wisconsin, no matter the size of your propane need, L&L can get you set and ready for your home needs, business needs, crop drying, and so much more. Don't get caught paying those late season prices for your propane this year. Just call L&L Propane at 800-924-5975. That's 800-924-5975 for the best propane price of the year.
Be a part of a Marshfield tradition at Maple Fall Fest, September 13th and 14th. Start each morning with a potato or buttermilk pancake breakfast and shop over 125 handmade arts and craft vendors. Also, make sure to check out the Kids Zone, yummy food court with maple specialties, beer garden, and a comedic grilling show.
And we are back. So again, 2 plays and a touchdown for Little Chute. What a way to start the game. Here is now the kickoff. And waiting for it is, I believe that's Bessman, and he'll take it up. Pretty good starting position for the Comets. I think they'll mark him at about the 29-yard line. Looking towards next week for both of these teams, Little Chute will be at Freedom, and Waupaca will be at Fox Valley Lutheran. So for the Comets, we'll see quarterback Austin Adamczyk. Usually Comets do like to go into that pistol formation. 2 wide, one either top and bottom of your screen, 2 backs behind him. And he will hand it off up the middle, I believe. Should be no gain, and I believe that was Jay Card. Oh, no, that was Ryder Vergowan, actually, with the carry. So, yeah, loss of 1, no gain right around there. So, be about 2nd and 10. Same formation here for the Comets. Adamczyk this time pulls it down, and he'll try to carry it himself, and he is sacked by number 81, James Thiel. With the sack, loss of about 2 or 3. So that'll bring up a 3rd and long for the Comets at about their own 27. Bessman lone back behind Adamczyk. He'll take the pass, drop back, and throw, and he has a man out there, makes the catch, reaching for the first down, and we'll see if he has it. I think they might mark him just short. And that was number 11 with the grab, Eric Harms. It looks like they are going to give him enough for the first down. So a gain of about 13, we'll say, to Harms. Nice catch there. Ball placed at the 39. Handoff here is Bessman with some space. And he'll make a little cut, break a tackle, and get out to just past midfield. Marked down at about the 49-yard line of Little Chute. Gain of about 12 for Bessman. Comets doing a nice job of mixing it up with the pass and the run and able to start moving the ball down the field for their first possession of the game. Adamczyk back in that pistol, and he'll pitch it out to Bessman, and he is taken down immediately. Loss of about 4, so not able to, 3 or 4, not able to get back to the line of scrimmage. There is then a hold on the Comets, so they will. We'll see if they are going to accept the penalty. So they will move the ball back. Should bring up about a first and 20. Didn't know if Little Chute would decide to decline it, as it was a loss of 4, but they will accept. So move the ball back to about the 38-yard line of Waupaca, as it was from the spot of the foul. So first and 23 now for the Comets. And again, big pressure up the middle, and Adamczyk is hit, and he goes down. Another sack, and that is Thiel again with the second sack of the game. Not even 4 minutes into the game, and Thiel already with 2. So that brings up now a 2nd and 30. Not the way initially was the way it looked like you wanted to start your first possession, and now it does not. Comets, you definitely have to look out for Weston Laritzen bottom, or can't tell, I believe he's top of your screen. Fumble, ball comes out and jumped on for Little Chute. Turnover on downs, and that was picked up by, I believe it was number 5, August Hawthorne, with the fumble recovery. So now that gives the Mustangs great field position on the Comet 40, already up a touchdown with about 4 minutes gone so far in this game. So motion, handoff. This is Jotun up the middle. He'll break 1 tackle and gain a couple yards on the play. I think they'll give him about 4 yards. Number 77, Justin Olson, in on the tackle. El Poblano Mexican-American Grill brings a full and diverse menu of breakfast, lunch, and dinner options to Waupaca. Always fresh, always authentic. Stop into El Poblano on County Road QQ in Waupaca. So 2nd and 6 on the 36-yard line. Another man in motion. Another handoff, almost the exact same play, and Jotun jumps over a defender and gets just about a yard short of the first down, so I think they'll give him about 5 yards. Should be 3rd and 1 on the 31.
Gain of 5 on the play ball at the 31-yard line. 31 for the Mustangs.
And this time they'll just do the little, not going to call it the tush push, like the Eagles did a lot last night in the first game of the NFL season. But they do push forward enough for the first down. That was Hermson with the carry. And they'll give him a yard, just enough to get that first down. So far for the Mustangs, 5 carries, no passes. I think we'll see a lot of that with this offense. New coach this year. Little bit of a different style than normal, but it seems to be working out pretty well so far in this game for them. Jotun again up the middle for the carry. This time he is hit almost immediately. Gain, I think they'll maybe give him 2 on the play, and they do. Bring up 2nd and 8. No matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need, all at the lowest prices. Another handoff to Jotun, and I think we might see this one get called back. Flag thrown. Gain of about 9. Actually about 8, but it looks like I would guess they're going to be bringing this one back. from the spot of the foul, and they are. So looks like that will push them back 10 yards. Should bring up about a 2nd and 18.
Holding on the offense moves the ball back to the 38-yard line.
And it is. So 2nd and 18 from the Comet 38-yard line. And the first pass of the game, and Hermson, the lefty, skips it just short of his intended receiver, so that'll bring up a 3rd and long now, 3rd and 18.
3rd and 18 for the Mustangs.
That was, I believe, the intended target was Goffard, number 4. Goffard right now, only receiver. He'll be top of your screen. Another man in motion. This time they do a reverse, but beautiful play there by Waupaca. Looks like they could tell that the play was coming as they were sitting there waiting for the reverse to come. Almost broke out of it, though, and if he did, he probably would have gone for a touchdown. But ultimately, it is no gain, and that'll bring up a 4th and 18, actually a gain of 1, so 4th and 17. But they are on the Comet 37-yard line, so we'll see what they're going to do. They are lined up right now. 2 receivers bottom of your screen, man in motion. I think they're just going to try to get Waupaca to jump. Getting some instructions from the sideline is Little Chute. Another man in motion, and they do get a flag. Now, they still have a decision to make as that brings up a 4th and 12, so it's not like it gives them the first down. So we'll see what now they decide to do, if they're going to keep on doing the same thing or if now they're actually going to go for it.
4th and 12 for the Mustangs.
Nothing can make you more upset as a head coach. When you know what the other team is trying to do, you tell your players, do not jump off sides, and then they do the exact same thing. But that not only does that happen in high school football, it happens in professional too, so you see it all the time. So 4th and 12, and they do snap it. And a reverse, but then it is fumbled. And that is going to be a turnover, then a loss of downs for Little Chute. So ball will come back to the Comets where they will get pretty good field position. They will start on their own 32-yard line when we come back here on Zaleski Sports.
My grandparents worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. At no point did I feel like I wasn't being handled by professionals. They were literally taking it on a surgical level, it seemed. Like they were very, very thorough on every step.
All right, so didn't realize they were going to get right into it, so we are back. 1st and 10 on their own 33-yard line, 4 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Damchek will hand it off to Bessman. Trying to break a tackle, does break a couple, but then is gang tackled after a gain of about 1. McInnes in on the tackle for the Mustangs. So 2nd and 9. And they snap another handout. This time Bessman does have some room up the right-hand side. Makes one man miss. Gets out to about the 40-yard line. So a gain of, I think they'll give him about 4, maybe 5. See where they spot it. Right at the 40. So that'll bring up about a 3rd and 4. We'll give him a gain of 4 on the play. Comets really hoping to capitalize on that momentum shift from the nice turnover on downs. seeing if they can put a nice drive together here. Adamczyk again, a handoff, this time to Bestman up the left-hand side. He'll definitely have enough for the first down. Taken down at about the 49-yard line of Waupaca. That'll give him a gain of 9. Bestman, that's his 5th carry already in today's game. Coming into the game, Bestman did have, hold on. He had 20 carries for 44 yards, so only averaging 2.2 yards per carry. Doing a little better than that already in today's game. He is already at just short of 30 yards. Another handoff, this time up the right-hand side. They are really testing. Oh, and the ball comes out. And we'll see who jumped on it. I think Waupaca, no. We have indications both ways from both teams. Ultimately, the ball does end up in the hands of the Mustangs. So another turnover, the second fumble from the Comets. If I remember correctly, I think the Bestman had fumbled on the first one, too. I don't remember if it was Adamczyk or Bestman. It might have been on the handoff. But again, early on, first quarter, 2 turnovers already for the Comets. And again, Little Chute takes over with pretty good field position on their own 41-yard line. Hermson, he'll hand it off to Joten, trying to work his way along the right-hand side. He does. Trying to break a tackle. He does. And here he goes down the sideline. One more man to beat. He might go all the way. And Joten does. He takes it 59 yards. Does Joten. Broke a couple tackles, had one last man to beat, had a nice block out there from one of the wide receivers, and then he takes it all the way for 59 yards and a touchdown. Does Reese Joten, the leading carrier for Little Chute. Coming into the game, he was averaging about 6 yards a carry and had 223 yards on the season. Definitely padding those stats today. So now they will attempt the extra point with Zarnecki. And the kick is up, and it is no good. Looks like wide right, I believe. So that will do it 13-0 here with about 2 minutes left to go in this first quarter. We will take a quick break and be right back here on Zaleski Sports.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Selling your car to Doll Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Doll Auto. Simple.
And we are back here in Little Chute. Back deep for Waupaca, I believe, is Bestman and Laritzen. Here is the kickoff, short kickoff. Bestman will take it on the run. He's going to try to work his way along the right-hand side. Breaks one tackle, does have some space. And here goes Bestman, breaking another tackle and getting out just short of midfield. So very nice return from Kanye Bestman. Gets out to the 46, maybe 47-yard line of Waupaca, where they will start with their third possession. First 2 possessions of the game both have ended in fumbles. So we'll see if Waupaca can correct that issue and see what they can do here on this next drive. Cast your own future at Waupaca Foundry, now hiring for a number of open positions with a great environment and the chance to work your way up the ladder and truly build your career. Cast your own future at jobs.waupacafoundry.com. 2 wide. 1 on each side here for Waupaca. Again, Adamczyk in the pistol with 2 men behind him. He'll look to pass, fires it. Nice catch by Laritzen. Again, leading receiver for Waupaca. And gain of, they'll give them about 9. So 2nd and 1. Lurtzen coming into the game, really putting up some big numbers. 12 catches, 226 yards, and 2 touchdowns, averaging about 18 yards a reception. This time handoff, here is, I believe that's Vergowan with the carry, and it is. And he is going to get no gain on the play, so that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Trevor Verhagen in on the tackle. Vergowan with the carry, Verhagen with the tackle. Third and 1 on their opposing, or on the Little Chute 45-yard line. Damchek will pull it, run it himself. Definitely has enough for the first down. Gain of about 5, maybe 6. We'll give him 6. First down. Ball spotted at the 39 of Little Chute. Damchek with the snap, and he'll pull it, and another fumble. This time, though, jumped on by Waupaca. Almost the 3rd fumble turnover of the game. Still in that, and that does take us to the end of the first quarter. Jumped on by, I believe that was Ryder Vergowan who jumped on it for the Comets. So when we come back, it'll be a 2nd and I think about 16 for Waupaca. We'll be back here for the start of the second quarter on Zaleski Sports.
As a local 4th-generation jeweler, Fletcher's Jewelers in Waupaca has the perfect variety of diamond engagement rings, wedding bands, bracelets, and so much more. From the moment you step into the store, the service creates an experience you can't find anywhere else. In addition to beautiful new pieces, Fletcher's Jewelers also provides cleaning, repair, and restoration services to keep your existing jewelry as shiny as ever. You can't beat the beautiful selection you'll find at Fletcher's Jewelers in downtown Waupaca.
My favorite part of being in the jewelry business is really the people. Building relationships with the people and becoming part of their family, being part of their traditions.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
And we're back here for the start of the second quarter. 13-0 Little Chute up over at Waupaca. Again, Waupaca after that fumble, but able to jump on it. 2nd and 14 officially. And this time Adamczyk, he almost lost that one. He is another sack thrown to the ground, and Adamczyk is slow to get up. And he is still down. That is Thiel's 3rd sack of the game. We're going to take a quick break, step aside while they do work on getting Adamczyk back up onto the field. So we'll be right back here on Zaleski Sports.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
The big thing for Farmers State Bank is we're a community-oriented bank. We support the community as much as we can. We support all different kinds of organizations, whether it's church organizations or youth organizations, arts organizations, sports, all those things. We help out where we can. The big thing for us is we want to show that we're part of the community and do whatever we can to help and give back. Our slogan is investing in you, and we pride ourselves on that.
It's more than a gun. It's semi-annual bonus, free medical clinic, free gym membership, retirement plan contribution, 11 paid holidays, and benefits start on day 1. Apply today. Electrical and mechanical maintenance and production job at Waupaca Foundry. Make iron castings the world uses and trusts. Visit jobs.waupacafoundry.com. Equal opportunity employer. Women and minorities encouraged to apply.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
In every department at Dull Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dull.
So as we come back, we're able to get Adamczyk up. He is standing right now at midfield with some help. So I don't know if it was if his head hit the field hard and that kind of knocked him out, or exactly what happened. But a big shout out to the athletic trainers on both sides. Never get enough love. For Waupaca, we have Cassie Godowski is the head athletic trainer for Waupaca, and Will Jensen for Little Chute. Can never say enough about those athletic trainers and what they do for our schools, for our athletic programs. That scene just reminded us a little bit of last season. We were at Waupaca when Dakota Toma broke his leg for the Comets, and that was a rough one. That was ambulance had to come out onto the field, and it was not fun by any means. So big love to those athletic trainers, and hopefully Adamczyk will be okay. Now coming into the game for a 3rd and 19 is going to be sophomore backup quarterback Wyatt Benning. So we'll see what Benning can do here. And he takes it. He'll throw it over to, I believe that's Laritzin, for about no gain. So that'll bring up now a 4th and 19. 4th and 18 officially. Adamczyk was also one of their main punters. Can't really see which number is out there to do the punting for Waupaca. They will be punting back deep is 2 men for Little Chute. Line drive punt. And is fielded at about their own 20 and then taken down immediately. What a nice tackle there. I believe that was Vergowen with the tackle.
On the return, number 4, William Goffert, tackle made by number 6, Ryder Vergowen.
And it was, what a nice tackle there by Vergowen. So Little Chute then will start with the ball at approximately their own 21-yard line, it looks like. $11 minutes, 4 seconds left to go in the second quarter. 13-0 Little Chute over Waupaca. And another handout, this time to Jotun, and he'll make his way up to about the 28-yard line. Gain of about 7. 7, maybe 8. Well, a little less than that, it looks like. Gain of 6, actually. So 2nd and 4. Another handoff, I believe, to Jotun again. And should have enough for a first down, so gain of about 4. It's hard to see actually who carried that. I believe it might have actually been, yeah, it was actually number 23. 20, yeah, Vandenheuvel.
First and 10, Little Chute.
So first and 10 on their own 32. This time, that is Vanden Heuvel. No, I'm sorry, that's number 24, Wyatt Fuller. No, that was getting 23 and 24. It's hard to see sometimes what's on. That was Vanden Heuvel, Charles Vanden Heuvel. Gain of about 11, enough for a first down. Hermsen under center. He'll hand it off again to Vanden Heuvel, and again, a nice big gain, and again, about 10 yards. So Vanden Heuvel, last 2 carries, 21 yards. Vergouwen again in on the tackle. Vergouwen is the leading tackler for Waupaca, and the second year in a row that he has done that. Senior safety. So again, another first and 10. Another handoff, almost the same exact spot for Vanden Heuvel. Here he goes. Breaks one tackle and gets all the way down from the 46. Down past the 30. We'll see exactly where they spot him. Down to the 26. So gain of about 20 yards. So I'll bring up a first and 10 on the Comet 26. Another handoff, same exact spot. This time Vanden Heuvel spins out of one tackle, gain of a couple. I think they'll give him 2 on the play.
Ball carrier number 23, Charles Vanden Heuvel in on the tackle for the Comets, number 3, Weston Lauritsen, and number 51, Zane Tice.
Lauritsen and Tice in on the tackle for the Comets.
Gain of 3 on the play, ball at the
3-yard gain, 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 for Mustangs.
If it's working, you might as well keep doing it. So that is about the 4th or 5th handoff in a row to the same exact spot for Vanden Heuvel. And he will this time, again, another couple-yard gain. I think they might give him, let's say 4, maybe 5. It'll bring up a 3rd and 2 officially, so gain of 5. So 3rd and 2 at the 18-yard line. We'll see if they do it for the 5th time in a row. And this time just right up the middle. And they should have enough for a first down. Gain of about 2. Just enough for that first down. So Vanden Heuvel has carried it 7 times on this drive. Justin Olsen in on the tackle for Waupaca.
15-yard line. First and 10, Little Chute.
So first and 10 from the 15. Another handoff, this time up the middle again to Vanden Heuvel. He does break a tackle and gets past the 10 down to about the 8. So gain of, I think they'll give him about 7. Actually spotted at the 9-yard line. The restoration experts in Waupaca are the place to turn when things go wrong in your home or commercial business. From weather damage, water issues, fire, sewage, or general cleanup. Let the restoration experts get your home back the way it was intended. So 2nd and 4 from the 9. Again, Vanden Heuvel again. This time it gets a little bit past the 5, maybe to the 4. think he might have enough for a first down, and he does. So I think they'll give him 4. That'll bring up a 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. I believe Vandenhovel has literally had 9 straight carries on this drive. Again, if it's not broke, keep doing it. And again, they give it to Vandenhovel. And again, this time pushes forward for a gain 2, maybe 3. I think they'll give him 2. Should spot him at about the 3-yard line.
Play ball at the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal for Mustangs.
Just about 5 minutes left to go in this first half. Another handoff. Another time to Vandenhovel, trying to push his way forward. I don't think he had enough. So another gain of about 2 will bring up a 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. I say give it to him again. He's already had 11 straight carries on this drive. Let him score the touchdown. If you're going to give it to anybody, those players, those ones that do that, they deserve it. They deserve to get in there and punch it in for the touchdown. So I'd be surprised if anybody else on the field is getting it other than Charles Vandenhovel. And they surprised me. They go with the quarterback sneak. We'll see what they do. We haven't gotten an indication yet. And touchdown is the call. So Vandenhovel does all of the hard work the whole entire drive. And then Trevor Verhagen punches it in for a 1-yard touchdown. So they will now attempt the extra point. You always gotta feel for Saquon Barkley and A.J. Brown and all those Eagles players every time that Jalen Hurts vultures a 1-yard touchdown with the tush push. And the extra point is up and good for Little Chute. So 20-0 with just over 4 minutes left to go in this first half. We will come back in just a minute here on Zaleski Sports.
In every department at Dull Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dull Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dull Auto, simple.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction.
And we are back. Right now, the Mustangs have 20 carries and 1 pass, which was incomplete. 20-0. Again, why change it? If it's working, you might as well just keep doing it. And it's working very well for the Mustangs. Line drive kick. Here is Laritzen. He'll take it up the right-hand side. Trying to make a move. I think we're probably going to get a holding. He does get out to about the 32-yard line, but a flag was thrown behind the play.
Return fielded by number 3, Weston Loritzen. Tackle made by number 3, Caden Hoffman.
Caden Hoffman, number 3, with the tackle. Move the ball back about 10 yards. Ball will be spotted at their own 22-yard line with about 4 minutes left to go in this first half. Comets are really hoping to get something going, get some points on the board before we head into halftime. Bestman with the carry and able to break a couple tackles, push his way forward out to just shy of the 30-yard line. So I think they'll give him about 7 yards on the gain, on the carry. Again, Wyatt Benning in at quarterback for Waupaca after Damchek did have to leave with that injury. Another handoff to Bestman, and this time he will go nowhere. Loss of maybe 1 on the play, bring up or the 3rd and 4.
Progress to the 29-yard line. 3rd and 3 for the Comets.
Officially no gain, it looks like, because of forward. And this time Bennett looks like, or Benning will carry it, and he goes all the way out to the 45-yard line before he's touched. A gain of about 16.
Tackle made by number 7, Griffin Hank.
Longest carry of the day for Waupaca. So about 2.5 minutes left to go in this first half. Waupaca driving at their own 45-yard line. And snap over his head, but able to make the first man miss. Try to get back to the line of scrimmage. He doesn't, so it will go down as a sack, loss of about 3 yards. McInnes and Facio in, they are crediting with the sack.
2nd and 13 for the Comets.
Too wide bottom of your screen. Here's a snap. Bennett he'll throw a nice little slant to Bestman. He'll break a tackle and he'll get all the way down to the Little Chute 33-yard line. Gain of about 25.
Pass from getting complete and brought down to the 33-yard line.
So Comets continuing to drive.
1st and 10, Waupaca.
About 1.5 minutes left to go in the half. This time Benning will take it himself up the left-hand side, taken down after a couple-yard gain, tackled by number 72, Noah Facio. Timeout taken by Waupaca. We'll do the same. We'll be back here in 30 seconds on Zaleski Sports.
The big thing for Farmers State Bank is we're a community-oriented bank. We support the community as much as we can. We support all different kinds of organizations, whether it's church organizations or youth organizations, arts organizations, sports, all those things. We help out where we can. The big thing for us is we want to show that we're part of the community and do whatever we can to help and give back. Our slogan is investing in you, and we pride ourselves on that.
It's more than a job. It's semi-annual bonus, free medical clinic, free gym membership, retirement plan contribution, 11 paid holidays, and benefits start on day 1. Apply today. Electrical and mechanical maintenance and production jobs at Waupaca Foundry make iron castings the world uses and trusts. Visit jobs.waupacafoundry.com. Equal opportunity employer. Women and minorities encouraged to apply.
So as we come back from the timeout, 2nd and 5 for Waupaca on the 28-yard line of Little Chute. Benning will take it. He'll drop back to pass. Looking across the middle, thrown and dropped there by number 9. Had enough for the first down. That was Dylan Johnson.
Pass from Benning intended for number 9, Dylan Johnson. Pass is incomplete.
So that'll bring up a 3rd and 5 with just over a minute left.
3rd and 5 for the Comets.
Experience Waupaca's premier lakefront restaurant at Indian Crossings Casino. You'll find a delicious menu, live music, and stunning lake views all under one roof at Indian Crossings Casino on County Highway Q in Waupaca. Benning again looks back to pass, throws it completed, but dropped just short of the first down. That was Vergowan with the catch. Caden Hoffman with the nice tackle to keep Vergowan from moving forward for a first down. So it'll be 4th and about 2 at the 25-yard line. And Waupaca going to let this, they're not going to take any timeouts, knowing that if they don't get it, they don't want to give Little Chute time left on the clock to potentially drive 4 more points. Benning takes a snap. He'll look to take it himself. Tries to go up the right-hand side, does not make it. And he is dropped for a loss of about 1. And that was number 20, Reese Joten with the tackle. And that will be a turnover on downs for Waupaca. And Waupaca does have a player struggling to get off the field. So we, again, will take a quick step aside. We'll be back in just a couple minutes on Zaleski Sports.
When it comes to propane, this is the best time of the year. Get your fill scheduled before the winter weather sets in, and you'll be glad you did with L&L Propane in Waupaca. Servicing all throughout central Wisconsin, no matter the size of your propane need, L&L can get you set and ready for your home needs, business needs, crop drying, and so much more. Don't get caught paying those late season prices for your propane this year. Just call L&L Propane at 800-924-5975. That's 800-924-5975 for the best propane price of the year.
Be a part of a Marshfield tradition at Maple Fall Fest, September 13th and 14th. Start each morning with a potato or buttermilk pancake breakfast and shop over 125 handmade arts and craft vendors. Also, make sure to check out the Kids Zone, yummy food court with maple specialties, beer garden, and a comedic grilling show with TV's Mad Dog and Meryl. Don't miss the 33rd Annual Maple Fall Fest, Saturday and Sunday, September 13th and 14th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Learn more at visitmarshfield.com and follow us on Facebook.
My grandparents worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. At no point did I feel like I wasn't being handled by professionals. They were literally taking it on a surgical level, it seemed. Like they were very, very thorough on every step. I feel like Infinity treated my family with the same respect they would have treated their own. I feel like my house is brand new again.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
All right, so as we come back, I believe it's, well, we're going to see now in a second. No, it is, still can't really see a number. I think it might be J card number 5. They did get him up. He is on his feet, but again, he was down for the last minute or two. Yes, it is. It is J card number 5 for Waupaca, the senior running back linebacker. So he is walking off the field. So we should be rejoining play here in just a second. Again, as I mentioned before, when Adamczyk did go down with his injury, big shout out to those athletic trainers, everyone who helps those players with those injuries and tries to get them back on the field as quick as physically possible. So now coming back to the game, it will be a 1st and 10 for Little Chute, as it was a turnover on downs, with about 25 seconds left to go here in this first half. And I have no idea who is the ball. And number 2 breaking out for Little Chute. One man to beat and ends up stepping out of bounds. Nice job from Laritzen keeping. That is Andrew Davis, the junior for Little Chute, who goes all the way down to the Waupaca 28-yard line. Looked like he might go all the way, and then Luritzen was able to force him out of bounds with about 16 seconds left in this first half. So where it looked like Little Chute was just going to try to run out the clock, they end up taking it, almost going all the way for a touchdown. We'll see if they can put some points on the board here to end this half. Hermson drops back, does hand it off to Joten. Big hole up the middle, and gets a little help from the official as he was right in the way. Sometimes that does happen, unfortunately, almost like an extra blocker out there. Joten takes it 28 yards for a touchdown. So Little Chute with 26 seconds left to go in this half at about their own 20, drive 80 yards in 2 plays for a touchdown. Up 26-0, and now we'll attempt to put them up 27. Nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense when all you're trying to do is hold them, get them off the field, get into the locker room, try to talk things over, and instead ends up with a touchdown for the opposing team. Extra point up and good, puts Little Chute up 27-0. We're going to keep it here until the end of this first half. 9 seconds left to go in this half. Again, at the end of this game, at the conclusion of the game, we will have the Waupaca Foundry post-game show for a job that will ignite your career. Apply today at jobs@waupacafoundry.com. That's jobs@waupacafoundry.com. We will be interviewing the head coach of the winning team as well as a player of his choosing. We will also potentially be interviewing the head coach of the Comets. We are going to leave that up to him. I know sometimes it's kind of difficult to do those interviews, especially after a tough loss. So here in Waupaca, we will always be doing, or when we are broadcasting the Waupaca games, we will always be doing the winning coach as well as potentially, if it's not Waupaca, potentially the Waupaca coach as well. So we'll keep you updated on that. At halftime, we will take a couple breaks. We will be talking about some of the stats from that first half, as well as some of the scores from around the area that Zaleski Sports is covering as well. So here is the kickoff, and just a little, well, they tried to kind of keep it low, and ball comes out, fumble, and then dropped and jumped on it, did the Comets.
On the return for Comets, number 11, Eric Harms.
Eric Harms, now he is down. So 4 seconds left to go in the half, and we will take another break as we have another player down for the Comets. We'll be right back here on Zaleski Sports.
The big thing for Farmers State Bank is we're a community-oriented bank. We support the community as much as we can. We support all different kinds of organizations, whether it's church organizations or youth organizations, arts organizations, sports, all those things. We help out where we can. The big thing for us is we want to show that we're part of the community and do whatever we can to help and give back. Our slogan is investing in you, and we pride ourselves on that.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
All right, so Eric Harms was the one that was down, but he was able to walk off under his own power hopefully we don't see any more of these injuries. We've had 3 Waupaca Comets players already go down with injuries in this game. Adamczyk, Card, and now Harms. All of them do seem to be okay. It doesn't look like it's going to be any lasting or, major injuries. But they all were down on the field for some period of time. So we all wish them the best and hope they can get out onto the field as soon as they're able. 4 seconds left. I think we'll just see Waupaca take a knee, and we do. So that'll send us to the break, to halftime here in Little Chute. As we go into halftime, Little Chute will be coming out of the first half with a 27-0 lead over Waupaca. So again, we're going to take a couple-minute break. When we come back, we'll go over some of those stats from this game as well as some of the scores from around the area here on Zaleski Sports.
The big thing for Farmer State Bank is we're a community-oriented bank. We support the community as much as we can. We support all different kinds of organizations, whether it's church organizations or youth organizations, arts organizations, sports, all those things. We help out where we can. The big thing for us is we want to show that we're part of the community and do whatever we can to help and give back. Our slogan is investing in you, and we pride ourselves on that.
My grandparents worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. At no point did I feel like I wasn't being handled by professionals. They were literally taking it on a surgical level, it seemed. Like they were very, very thorough on every step. I feel like Infinity treated my family with the same respect they would have treated their own. I feel like my house is brand new again.
At Ridgestop Exteriors, we're more than your average home improvement company. We're your neighbors, and for over 20 years, we've been trusted and proudly serving right here in your community. Customer service is our #1 goal. Call now for your free estimate.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Be a part of a Marshfield tradition at Maple Fall Fest, September 13th and 14th. Start each morning with a potato or buttermilk pancake breakfast and shop over 125 handmade arts and craft vendors. Also, make sure to check out the Kids Zone, yummy food court with maple specialties, beer garden, and a comedic grilling show with TV's Mad Dog and Meryl. Don't miss the 33rd Annual Maple Fall Fest, Saturday and Sunday, September 13th and 14th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Learn more at visitmarshfield.com and follow us on Facebook.
After a couple years of this, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Got a passion for helping people? Maybe you like cars. Are you into science? Are you good with computers? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. Stop getting by and level up today.
It's more than a job. It's semi-annual bonus, free medical clinic, free gym membership, retirement plan contribution, 11 paid holidays, and benefits start on day 1. Apply today. Electrical and mechanical maintenance and production jobs at Waupaca Foundry. Make iron castings the world uses and trusts. Visit jobs.waupacafoundry.com. Equal opportunity employer. Women and minorities encouraged to apply.
As a local 4th-generation jeweler, Fletcher's Jewelers in Waupaca has the perfect variety of diamond engagement rings, wedding bands, bracelets, and so much more. From the moment you step into the store, the service creates an experience you can't find anywhere else. In addition to beautiful new pieces, Fletcher's Jewelers also provides cleaning, repair, and restoration services to keep your existing jewelry as shiny as ever. You can't beat the beautiful selection you'll find at Fletcher's Jewelers in downtown Waupaca.
My favorite part of being in the jewelry business is really the people. Building relationships with the people and becoming part of their family, being part of their traditions.
When it comes to propane, this is the best time of the year. Get your fill scheduled before the winter weather sets in, and you'll be glad you did with L&L Propane in Waupaca. Servicing all throughout central Wisconsin, no matter the size of your propane need, L&L can get you set and ready for your home needs, business needs, crop drying, and so much more. Don't get caught paying those late season prices for your propane this year. Just call L&L Propane at 800-924-5975. That's 800-924-5975 for the best propane price of the year.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the...
So as we come back, they are giving out Little Chute recipients of a couple of awards. It was the Bud Cone 110% award awarded to Marty Marish and Jim Miller. So they are going over all of their achievements down on the field. So we'll look at just some of the stats so far in this game. Leading for Little Chute, Reese Jotun has so far 114 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. Hermsen has 2 carries, 53 yards and a touchdown, and Charles Vanden Heuvel has 69 yards on the ground, and Verhagen has a 1-yard touchdown carry. Also being led by Thiel on defense. James Thiel, number 81, has 3 sacks already in this game for Waupaca. Being down 27-0, unfortunately, Waupaca doesn't have a lot of offensive stats, but they are currently being led in rushing by Kanye Bestman with 32 yards, Austin Adamczyk with 6, and Wyatt Benning with 16. Also, Eric Harms, Weston Luritzen, and Kanye Bestman all have catches in the game. Looking over towards the other games that Zaleski Sports is currently carrying today, we have some big games across the area. DeForest is currently up 20-6 over Wisconsin Rapids. Mosinee up 14-7 over Merrill. Amherst up 25-0 over Colby. Assumption up 13-0 over Pacelli. Edgar up 14-0 over Auburndale. And for our game of the week, which is a new thing that Zaleski Sports is doing this year, is we are picking one game during the week that we will, again, have as our game, Zaleski Sports game of the week. We are going to have multiple camera angles, multiple commentators. That game this week was Rice Lake versus Marshfield, and it is looking so far like a blowout. Rice Lake up 22-0 over Marshfield. So we again will take another quick break here. When we come back, we should be getting ready for the start of the second half here on Zaleski Sports.
The big thing for Farmers State Bank is we're a community-oriented bank. We support the community as much as we can. We support all different kinds of organizations, whether it's church organizations or youth organizations, arts organizations, sports, all those things. We help out where we can. The big thing for us is we want to show that we're part of the community and do whatever we can to help and give back. Our slogan is investing in you, and we pride ourselves on that.
more than a job. It's semi-annual bonus, free medical clinic, free gym membership, retirement plan contribution, 11 paid holidays, and benefits start on day 1. Apply today. Electrical and mechanical maintenance and production job at Waupaca Foundry. Make iron castings the world uses and trusts. Visit jobs.waupacafoundry.com. Equal opportunity employer. Women and minorities encouraged to apply.
In every department at Dull Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dull Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dull Auto, simple.
When it comes to propane, this is the best time of the year. Get your fill scheduled before the winter weather sets in, and you'll be glad you did with L&L Propane in Waupaca. Servicing all throughout central Wisconsin, no matter the size of your propane need, L&L can get you set and ready for your home needs, business needs, crop drying, and so much more. Don't get caught paying those late season prices for your propane this year. Just call L&L Propane at 800-924-5975. That's 800-924-5975 for the best propane price of the year.
At Ridgestop Exteriors, we're more than your average home improvement company. We're your neighbors, and for over 20 years, we've been trusted and proudly serving right here in your community. Customer service is our #1 goal. Call now for your free estimate.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
After a couple years of this, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Got a passion for helping people? Maybe you like cars. Are you into science? Are you good with computers? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. Stop getting by and level up today.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
When it comes to propane, this is the best time of the year. Get your fill scheduled before the winter weather sets in, and you'll be glad you did with L&L Propane in Waupaca. Servicing all throughout central Wisconsin, no matter the size of your propane need, L&L can get you set and ready for your home needs, business needs, crop drying, and so much more. Don't get caught paying those late season prices for your propane this year. Just call L&L Propane at 800-924-5975. That's 800-924-5975 for the best propane price of the year.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Be a part of a Marshfield tradition at Maple Fall Fest, September 13th and 14th. Start each morning with a potato or buttermilk pancake breakfast and shop over 125 handmade arts and craft vendors. Also, make sure to check out the Kids Zone, yummy food court with maple specialties, beer garden, and a comedic grilling show with TV's Mad Dog and Meryl. Don't miss the 33rd Annual Maple Fall Fest, Saturday and Sunday, September 13th and 14th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Learn more at visitmarshfield.com and follow us on Facebook.
All right, as we come back, we're just kind of, well, Waupaca's not even out onto the field yet, so it still is going to be a handful of minutes. We'll probably take another break here in just a sec, but yeah, again, just kind of reiterating what I stated when we came back from our first break. We have right now, Little Chute has 1 pass in the game, 20, I believe they have 20 carries. It's actually, at one point they did. Yeah, looking at about 20 carries for 200 some yards. 3 touchdowns on the ground. Actually, 4 touchdowns on the ground, which is why they have 27. Waupaca does have 2 turnovers, 2 fumbles. They've had multiple fumbles, even more than that, but they have been able to fall on the other ones. So just not a very clean game on that side of the ball. Also have, we've had 3 injuries for the Comets. Jay Card, Austin Adamczyk, and Eric Harms, who all had to be helped off the field. Again, hopefully didn't seem like they were major injuries. Adamczyk was down on the field the longest with, it's hard to see what happened. I don't know if maybe his head hit off the turf, so a potential concussion or something like that. The other 2 players, they were not head injuries. They were, I think one of them was a shoulder and one was maybe a leg or something, but hopefully we will be able to see those players back on the field sooner rather than later, as it is still pretty early in the season, only the 3rd game for both of these teams. And again, looking towards next week, Waupaca will be at Fox Valley Lutheran, and Little Chute will be at Freedom. And again, Waupaca 0-2 on the season, Little Chute 1-1 on the season. So Little Chute hoping to get getting a winning record here early in the season. Waupaca just hoping to get something going on the offensive side of the ball, as they just have not been able to do much of anything against that Little Chute defense. Little Chute putting lots of pressure on the quarterbacks for Waupaca. Again, that Thiel with 3 sacks already in the game. Culligan Water specializes in all of your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. So just about 30 seconds left before we will be starting the second half here in Little Chute. I can't remember who received the kickoff in the first half. Do you remember, guys? Well, whatever team it was, the other team will be receiving it to start the second half. We know that for a fact. We just don't know which team it is.
Waupaca kicked.
Gus claims that Waupaca kicked, which means that now Little Chute will kick to Waupaca. So we will see if he is right. I can remember what I was doing 15 years ago on this day, but 30 minutes ago, can't remember anything. And he was correct. So Little Chute will be doing the kickoff. And they did line up on the wrong on their wrong sides. Both teams did. So now they got to switch spots. Zarnecki doing the kickoff again for Little Chute and back deep for Waupaca. Normally Luritzen and Bestman, and it is. And this time, little dribbler will jump up to Bestman, and he is taken down right away at about the 33-yard line of Waupaca.
On the return, number 4, Kanye Bestman, tackled away by number 23, Charles Van Hugel, and number 2, Andrew Davis.
We'll see if it is. I would assume it will be Benning again. It is. At quarterback for Waupaca. He'll take it, hand it off to Bestman. Gain of a couple. Out to about the 35-yard line. I think they'll give him about 2 yards.
Ball carrier, number 6, Ryder Vergowan.
That was Vergowan, actually.
Number 72, Noah Facio.
And Facio in on the tackle.
We have 3 on the play ball at the 36-yard line. 2nd and 7 for the Comets.
So officially 2nd and 7 on their own 36-yard line. Benning with the snap. And this time it is Bestman with the carry. He'll look to get around that left-hand side and able to push forward for another couple yards. He'll end up being about a 3rd and 2, so a gain of maybe 5 on the play. Gain of 6, so 3rd and 1 officially.
3rd and 1 for the Comets.
And another handoff, and yeah, definitely enough for a first down. As I'm guessing that's Bestman, hard to tell from up here. It is. And he gets out to about the 48-yard line, gain of 6 for Bestman.
1st and 10, Waupaca.
And the snap. Benny hands it off. No gain on the play. That would have been, I believe it's going to be Vergowan on the carry. It is. Maple Fall Fest is September 13th and 14th in Marshfield. Check out arts and crafts vendors, the Kids Zone, and yummy food. Maple Fall Fest, September 13th and 14th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. So 2nd and 10. Benning will roll out to his right, looking to pass. He does throw it and intercepted. There is Reese Joten with the interception. Joten has made multiple plays on defense and is a leading carrier for Little Chute. So Benning thought he had a guy out there, and Joten steps in front of the pass for the interception. Give Little Chute good field position starting at their own 45-yard line. Joten then will stay right on the field as he is the tailback. Hermson back in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He'll drop back to pass. He'll throw it. Number 10 with the grab and break and a tackle, and he's going to go around the right-hand side and almost breaking another and then falling forward to the 37-yard line. Gain of about 18. Vergowan in on the tackle. And that was Trevor Verhagen with the catch. So second pass of the whole game for Little Chute, this time leading to a 18-yard reception. And handoff to Jotun. He'll go on the right-hand side, breaks a tackle, and gets about to the sticks. We'll see if they give him enough for a first down. It'll be really close. Just short, it looks like. Nope, they are going to give him a first down. So Jotun with a 10-yard gain.
First and 10 Little Chute.
So first and 10 at the 27-yard line of Waupaca. Again, here's Jotun, and I think he's going to go all the way. Not even touched up the right-hand sideline. Gain of 27. Another touchdown for Reese Jotun, his third of the game, giving him just over 150 yards on the ground and 3 touchdowns. So right now, Little Chute up 33-0. We'll see if they do the extra point again or if they're going to try to go for 2 to give themselves the 35-point lead. I believe in high school football now, at 35 points, it is a running clock. So, and it looks like they are going to go for 2. And drops back to pass, and wide open is Verhagen for the 2-point reception. That then puts Little Chute up 35-0 here early in this third quarter. We're going to keep it here. Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last. Saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors, we guarantee quality you can trust. Again, I believe that's the case. I think that was at least what it was last season, was after 35 points in the second half, when a team was up 35, it was a running clock. So I think they, with in between changes of possession, I think they stop it, but otherwise, incompletions, anything like that, the clock does continue to run. So. Again, doing the kickoff is Zarnecki, number 27 for Little Chute. The 5'10" senior. And another little squib kick, picked up right away. And then diving down is, I believe that was Eric Harms. It is, so Eric Harms back in the game after going out injured in that first half. Good to see him back on the field. So yes, now the clock is continuing to run, as it is a running clock now for the rest of the game. As well, as long as it's a 35 or more point lead for Little Chute. If Waupaca does score on this possession, it will stop then being a running clock. So again, Benning back in the pistol formation, 2 backs right behind him. And he'll keep it himself this time, gets a gain of about 5.
Number 13, Wyatt Benning.
For all your propane needs in Waupaca, Watoma, Princeton, Fremont, and surrounding areas, turn to L&L Propane. Specializing in propane, tanks, new installation, filling, repairs, moving tanks, and more. It's L&L Propane in Waupaca. So 2nd and 5 at their own 45-yard line. And this time does hand it off to Bestman, and he will have enough for a first down and about 10 yards more. So Bestman with about a 15, maybe 14, 15-yard gain. Ball now at the 41-yard line of Little Chute. Another handoff. This time maybe got a yard. And that is Bestman again. So 2nd and 9. About 6.5 minutes left to go in this third quarter. And everyone was moving except the center. So penalty. Be a false start on Waupaca, I would assume. Oh, bring up then a 2nd and 14.
Repeat, second down will be 2nd and 14 for the Comets.
So 2nd and 14 at the 45-yard line. Here's Benning. He'll drop back to pass. And he looks to run and then takes it, throws it, and intercepted. Benning looks like was going to take it himself and then ended up deciding to throw it, and intercepted by number 13, Will Jansen, with the interception. So another turnover by the Comets. Ball will come back to Little Chute.
Ball at the 29-yard line, 1st and 10, Little Chute.
About 5 minutes left to go in this third quarter. 35-0, Little Chute over Waupaca. That is the 4th turnover by the Comets in this game. They'll hand it off to Jotun up the left-hand side. He'll gain a couple. Tackle by, again, Ryder Vergowan seems to be in on almost every play here for the Comets defense. Gain of 3 for Jotun.
2nd and 7 for the Mustangs.
So on the 2nd and 7, this time a handoff up the right-hand side. I believe that's Vandenhoevel.
Ball kicker, number 23, Charles Vandenhoevel.
Laritzen was on the being blocked and was shoved into the Little Chute sideline, taking out one of their, I think one of their team managers went flying on that one. Everyone looks to be okay though. So gain of a couple will be 3rd and 4 on their own 35-yard line for Little Chute. The handoff, I believe that's Jotun again. He'll pick his way along the left-hand side and still going. And he will gain about 9 yards on the play. Picks up enough for a 1st down. Owen Bartel in on the tackle for Waupaca. Turn to Farmers State Bank for all of your banking needs. Farmers is proud to support all of the Waupaca High School athletes and wishes all the Comets the very best this season. So 1st and 10 on their own 45-yard line. Another handoff to Jotun, and he'll pick his way, and here he goes along the left-hand side now. Actually, that is not Jotun. That is number 25. Breaking a tackle, getting all the way down to the 30-yard line. That's Joshua Tobin. Again, I hope I pronounce all of these names correctly. The sophomore running back. I got it right, according to the announcer, Joshua Tobin. So a nice 25-yard gain for Tobin. Another handoff to Tobin. He'll pick his way on the left-hand side, and then he is taken down, though, right away by big number 67. I believe that is Owen Bartell. Nope, Sawyer Benning in on the tackle. It's a nice tackle, not letting Tobin get outside of him, does Benning. And also in there was a penalty on the offense. We'll push him back 10 yards. And about a minute left to go in this third quarter. The ball gets pushed back to the 40-yard line of Waupaca. It'll end up being a 1st and 20 from there. I would think this might be the last play of the third quarter with just over 30 seconds left to go and with a running clock. Another handoff, and this time taken down immediately. They're going to throw a flag. I'm kind of, from up here, it looked like he tripped because that was number 54, Plata. He took down Jotun, the running back, and then to me, it looked like he was trying to get up, and he fell back and hit him again. But they did call a penalty, and I would assume it's going to be considered a late hit or unsportsmanlike conduct. So 15-yard penalty. And that will do it for the end of the third quarter. So we're going to take just a quick couple-minute break. When we come back, we'll be here for the start of the fourth quarter here on Zaleski Sports.
At Ridgestop Exteriors, we're more than your average home improvement company. We're your neighbors, and for over 20 years, we've been trusted and proudly serving right here in your community. Customer service is our #1 goal. Call now for your free estimate.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
It's more than a job. It's semi-annual bonus, free medical clinic, free gym membership, retirement plan contribution, 11 paid holidays, and benefits start on day 1. Apply today. Electrical and mechanical maintenance and production jobs at Waupaca Foundry. Make iron castings the world uses and trusts. Visit jobs.waupacafoundry.com. Equal opportunity employer. Women and minorities encouraged to apply.
When it comes to propane, this is the best time of the year. Get your fill scheduled before the winter weather sets in, and you'll be glad you did with L&L Propane in Waupaca. Servicing all throughout central Wisconsin, no matter the size of your propane need, L&L can get you set and ready for your home needs, business needs, crop drying, and so much more. Don't get caught paying those late season prices for your propane this year. Just call L&L Propane at 800-924-5975. That's 800-924-5975 for the best propane price of the year.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts?
All right, and we are back for the start of the fourth quarter. Again, Little Chute up 35-0 here over the Comets, and they are driving. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. So a 15-yard penalty, but it is not an automatic first down, not in high school football. So even though it wasn't a late hit. Here's the pitch out to the outside, and here goes number 19 with the carry for Little Chute, and that is Henry Knudsen. And that is another sophomore for Little Chute. Enough for the first down. Ball spotted at the 17-yard line of Waupaca. Handoff up the middle.
Tackle made by number 52, Eli Malka.
new quarterback also in for Little Chute, number 15, Mason Schneider. Again, another sophomore. Gain of 1 on the run. So 2nd and 9. Handoff up the middle. And that is number 25 fighting his way forward. Tobin again. Owen Bartel in on the tackle. Be no gain, so bring up a third, actually gain of 1, so 3rd and 8. Fletcher's Jewelry in downtown Waupaca is a 4th-generation locally owned jewelry store. Find the perfect ring, necklace, earrings, watch, diamond, and so much more. Perfect for any occasion and even offering repair. That's Fletcher's Jewelry in downtown Waupaca. Schneider hands it off to Jolton, and he'll be taken down immediately by number 15 for Waupaca, Noah Crane. Loss of 2, so that will bring up a 4th and 10. And it looks like they are going to go for it. Just over 9 minutes left to go in this game. Interesting setup here for Little Chute. I think you're going to get a timeout called. And we'll do the same. We'll be back here in about 30 seconds on Zaleski Sports.
The big thing for Farmers State Bank is we're a community-oriented bank. We support the community as much as we can. We support all different kinds of organizations, whether it's church organizations or youth organizations, arts organizations, sports, all those things. We help out where we can. The big thing for us is we want to show that we're part of the community and do whatever we can to help and give back. Our slogan is investing in you, and we pride ourselves on that.
And we are back here. About 8.5 minutes left to go in this one. And it looks like at the end of this one, we should be speaking with head coach from Little Chute, Mark Kromenacker, as well as the Highlight House player of the game for Little Chute. And it looks like they have changed their mind. They are going to attempt a field goal. And this will be Zarnecki with the attempt. Be about a 34-yard field goal. Good snap. Kick is up. Has enough distance and just no good. Wide to the right. So it would have been good if he hit it down the middle and just to the right. So Waupaca will take over then at their own 17-yard line.
This field goal ball will be moved to the 20-yard line. It is 1st and 10 Waupaca.
So 1st and 10 Waupaca, they are marking them at the 20-yard line. And a fumble. And recovered by Little Chute. Vergowen with the fumble. Not able to see who picked it up for Little Chute, but 5th turnover of the game for Waupaca. So now Little Chute will start over again at their own, or at the Waupaca 20-yard line. Now a little reverse. Nice tackle there by number 54, Landon Plata with the tackle. Or Plata, however you pronounce it. And number 8 is in at quarterback now, Matthew Peters, Jr. for Little Chute. At least he was on that play. Now they're switching it up. Now it's back to number 15, Mason Schneider. And he will keep it himself up the right-hand side, breaks one tackle, and then taken down by a host of Waupaca defenders led by Carter Solberg, number 10. Gain of a couple on the play. Oh, and actually a flag on Waupaca. Looked like it was unsportsmanlike conduct is what they called, I believe. So it should be half the distance to the goal. Should spot the ball at about the 10-yard line approximately. And they do. Didn't see what happened, but temp all the way down to just about 50 degrees now tonight. Started the game at, I think it was around 59 or 57, 58. I don't know, somewhere around in there. Another handoff. Oh, breaking a couple tackles, but then ganged up on.
Ball carrier, number 25,
Jeshua.
Tackle made by number 52,
Owen Bartell in on the tackle. Loss of 4. So it'll be second and goal from the 14. And this time Jeshua will try to get outside. Harms chasing him, not able to get him, but then pushed out of bounds at about the 5. So that'll bring up a third and goal from the 5.
Ball carrier, number 25, Joshua Tobin, knocked out of bounds on the far sideline at the 4-yard line. Third and goal for the Mustangs.
And about just under 4 minutes left to go in this game. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, affordable service. Another handoff, this time hit almost immediately and able to make his way out of that tackle, trying to get to the end zone. And hit, just before he got there. I don't think he's in. No, they do. They do give him the touchdown. And I believe that's Jeshua with the carry, number 25, and it is. And he gets in, or no, that's Tobin. Yeah, Jeshua Tobin in for the touchdown. So what a run, reversing field, getting all the way to the pylon, and they do give him the touchdown. So that puts Little Chute up 41-0. They will try to add on to that with the extra point. And the kick is up. And it is good. So 42-0 here in Little Chute. We'll take just a quick break and be right back here on Zaleski Sports.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
When it comes to propane, this is the best time of the year. Get your fill scheduled before the winter weather sets in, and you'll be glad you did with L&L Propane in Waupaca. Servicing all throughout central Wisconsin, no matter the size of your propane need, L&L can get you set and ready for your home needs, business needs, crop drying, and so much more. Don't get caught paying those late season prices for your propane this year. Just call L&L Propane at 800-924-5975. That's 800-924.
And we're back for the kickoff. Zarnecki again doing the kickoff. This time boots it deep. And the Comets weren't really expecting that because he's been kicking them short all game. Here's Bestman with it. He'll get past the first defender and get out to about the 20-yard line.
On the return, number 4, Kanye Bestman. Tackle made by number 19, Henry Knudsen. Ball at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10, Waupaca.
2.5 minutes left to go in this one. Handoff to Bestman. He'll get outside and then brought down just short of the first down at about the 28-yard line.
Second and 2 for the Comets.
Bring up a 2nd and 2. This time the option, and they do pitch it out to, I believe that's Bestman again. And we do have a Comet player down on the field. We're going to keep it here. Just see if they can get him. Looks like just a leg issue with one of the players. Looks like might just be a cramp as they are working on his foot. And he is getting up on his own power. That is number 60, Evan Compton, senior for Waupaca. And he'll walk himself off the field. Again, about the 4th or 5th time that trainer for Waupaca, Cassie Glodowski, has been called on. Trainers do a great job, but you never want to see them that many times onto the field for all the teams combined, let alone one team. So 1:28 left in this game. Again, at the end of this one, we will be talking to head coach Mark Kramenacher. And Benning drops back to pass, getting pressure. He'll throw it, and tipped and incomplete. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you.
2nd and 10 for the Comets.
I think we'll probably have enough time for, I would guess, one more play. About 45 seconds left to go in this one. 2nd and 10. Benning drops back to pass. Looking deep, has a man, and just overthrows him.
Pass intended for number 4, Penny Bestman, incomplete. Defending on the play number 5, August Hawthorne.
So might have enough time for one more play. About 20 seconds left to go in the game.
Third and 10 to the Comets.
And they're going to hustle to the line and try to get one more out of this. 5 seconds left. And they do snap it. Benning dropping back. Gonna look for the pass. Does throw it. Has Eric Harms out there. Trying to make a man miss. Does make a couple miss. And then taken down at about the 45-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the game here in Little Chute. The Mustangs with a resounding win over the visiting Comets, 42-0. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, I'll be down on the field with head coach Kramenacher of the Little Chute Mustangs here on Zaleski Sports.
The mission at Waupaca Foundry is to provide all of the world with our great quality castings.
I think it'd be kind of hard to find this sort of environment working anywhere else. It's a little bit different than your typical factory setting.
People think that we just pour, we pour a few castings, but like here at Plant 1, we're pouring, 3,000 different parts.
There's a lot to learn, and it's fascinating. When I started and I said that to myself, well, if I don't give it a shot and I don't try out the job, I won't know if I actually like it.
I stay because of my team leader and my foreman and the guys I work with over there. They make it fun and easy and interesting. They're willing to help, they're willing to teach. They give you the time to learn.
As long as you show up, you do what you're supposed to, you ask questions, and you put your best foot forward, you literally can keep moving up.
One of the things that has kept me tied to the company is how do you feel? When you go every day to a place, you belong to a team, you have opportunity for growth, that's the right place to be.
I take pride in everything I do. And if you take pride in what you do, you're always going to do your best at it.
Waupaca has opened up a lot of opportunities for me. They've sent me to school. I have an associate's degree now. I take pride in that because I've always wanted to have a college degree, and now I have it, and Waupaca supplied that to me.
I feel like we are an elite team that keeps this place running and melting iron, and I like to feel part of something bigger.
I enjoy working with everybody. I love being up here in Wisconsin.
It's like a brotherhood. Everyone knows everyone. Everyone's looking out for everyone.
The people that make up Waupaca Foundry are just really genuine, hard-working people.
I take pride in everything I do. And if you take pride in what you do, you're always going to do your best at it.
We build a good sense of camaraderie with our teams, so it just allows for a more well-rounded and healthy work environment.
It's not just a job, it's a career.
What our differentiator is, Waupaca is a company, first it has a welcoming culture. So no matter what your background is, if you are coming, willing to do your job and contribute to the company growth and also growth yourself, you will find the right place.
We make products that help people. I don't ever want to have to worry that you get in your vehicle and you go home and something breaks or fails because we didn't do something right on our process. It all matters.
Waupaca Foundry, it's one of the largest iron foundries in the world, and it's right here in Waupaca, and I love that.
When it comes to propane, this is the best time of the year. Get your fill scheduled before the winter weather sets in, and you'll be glad you did with L&L Propane in Waupaca. Servicing all throughout central Wisconsin, no matter the size of your propane need, L&L can get you set and ready for your home needs, business needs, crop drying, and so much more. Don't get caught paying those late season prices for your propane this year. Just call L&L Propane at 800-924-5975. That's 800-924-5975 for the best propane price of the year.
That would be my pick, but totally up to you. Doesn't matter.
Well, the linemen are even better.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. We hit 3 sacks in the first half. But again, doesn't matter to me.
I would say either Noah or Gavin.
Okay.
72 or 73.
Okay. Your pick.
Yeah.
I always leave it up to you guys.
Yeah. Those guys are freaking good. Gavin. Let's go with Gavin.
Okay. Sounds great.
You want him first? Or?
What I'll do is I'll bring both of you over, and then I'll start with you. I'll give you like 2 or 3 questions, then I'll go to him 2 or 3 questions. We'll be good to go.
Okay, perfect.
Take a couple minutes.
Yeah.
And again, Mark Kromenacker? Kromenacker.
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 Chrome and then knocker.
Okay, Kromenacker. Got it. We'll get it. Kromenacker. All right.
Need him now?
Yeah, sooner rather than later. All right, and it's Gavin. What's the last name?
Gavin
McInnes. Got it. All right. Offense and defensive line?
Yes.
Perfect. All right, we'll go around the 50. Again, I'll get Coach for a couple questions. I'll get you for a couple questions. We'll do a little quick thing at the end, and we'll be good to go. So just a couple minutes.
You want me to leave when I'm done, or just
Yeah,
stand
I
with
would
him?
probably leave. Yeah, and if you want to stand behind Coach, kind of on the other side of him. Okay, Mark Kromenacker.
Yep.
Gavin McInnes.
Yep.
Got it. Okay. All right, Dan Nelson from Zaleski Sports with head coach Mark Kromenacker of the Little Chute Mustangs. Coach, huge win here against the Comets. I mean, it looks like everything just went right from the start. Just speak to that.
Yeah, well, we just want to have our identity as of being a physical football team, and that's what we like to do, and run the football. That's where everything starts. It starts with guys like him up front running in front of his back, and those guys did their job in there for sure. I mean, it's staying low, it's keeping your feet moving. It's something we take pride in and something that we want to be about here, and proud of how they executed.
And then talk about, too, later in the game, you ended up with some of the, looks like JV players that came onto the field. Also looks like you guys didn't slow down at all, even bringing those youngsters in. Talk a little bit about that JV program and what you see from that coming up.
Yeah, well, that's what I just told the guys, is the standard doesn't lower when, other different guys are getting in, whether it's injuries or at the end of the game like that. I mean, we're just coaching them just as hard at that moment, but that's super awesome for those guys to have success on the field, because those are the guys that are doing the dirty work during the week on the scout team and not coming off the field. And we get guys like Garrett Dove all week who probably ran over 1,000 yards in practice in 2 days because he's running the routes. They got very good players on that side. Number 3, we're trying to shut him down, and so it just goes to show that it's a whole team effort. It's not just our dudes. It's the guys behind the scenes that don't get all the recognition, that sometimes have to go play on Monday, sometimes they don't get a game, sometimes they kind of get screwed over, but yeah. I'm super proud of them for executing at the end there.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Coach. Good luck next week.
Appreciate it.
So now I will be joined by Highlight House player of the game, Gavin McInnes, lineman on the offensive line and defensive line. Gavin, what were you seeing today, and what was allowing you to really open those holes for Jotun, able to get him a couple touchdowns and over 150 yards on the ground today?
Definitely took 11. Everybody was doing their job. It takes all of us. It takes a city, and I think we just really stick together, and we all did our job, and I think that's why we were successful today.
And what are you going to take from this game going into your game next week? It's Freedom, I believe, is where you guys are at. What are you going to take from this game going into that one next week?
Standards are even higher. It's the same thing, reset. Nothing matters anymore. Every team's 0-0, and just keep being a physical team.
And then one last question, is there something, a pregame ritual you have, music you like to listen to? What gets you kind of jacked up for these games on Friday nights?
I would say just seeing everybody, sticking with the team in the locker room, definitely being in the atmosphere, being in the weight room, doing breathing out here on the field, definitely gets us all ready for the game.
All right, congratulations, Gavin. We're going to do one last thing. I'm going to hand you the mic. I'm going to count down from 3. When I get down from 3, I want you to look at that camera up there and say, I'm Gavin McInnes, and I'm in the house. All right, 3, 2, 1.
I'm Gavin McInnes, and I'm in the house.
All right, congratulations, Gavin.
Thank you.
Good luck. So that'll do it here from Little Chute. Mustangs handle business here against the Comets of Waupaca, 42-0. Next week you will see us, our crew here at Fox Valley Lutheran for the conference matchup between the Foxes of Fox Valley and the Comets of Waupaca. So that'll do it here from Dan Nelson, Gus Olson. We'll see you next time here on Zaleski Sports.